There is no spoon.
These 4 words from a child in a waiting room unlocks the most important capability Neo ever develops. But nobody asks the question sitting directly underneath it. What is a child doing in the Oracle's apartment? Already capable of bending spoons with his mind. How did he get there? Who taught him? Why does the most powerful program in the Matrix surround herself with a room full of children who can interface with the simulation's code? And why does she call them potentials? The Oracle presents herself as humanity's greatest ally. This waiting room tells a more complicated story, and once you see what she is actually building in that apartment, you will never read her the same way again. There is more to potentials than what was revealed. Let's discover the missing pieces to this puzzle from Animatrix and other Matrix spin-offs. Neo walks through the Oracle's front door, expecting something that matches the weight Morpheus has placed on this visit. He finds a waiting room. Children everywhere. One is levitating building blocks in the air. Others sit in focused silence. And at the center of the room, a boy in monk's robes, holding a spoon, bending it slowly with nothing but his mind. The priestess announces Neo with one line.
The Oracle will see you now.
She doesn't announce the children. They are already there. They are always there. This is established routine. These children arrived before Neo, and they will be here after he leaves. They are not visitors. They are residents of a program the Oracle has been running for years. The Animatrix and the extended Matrix canon fill in what the films only gesture toward. The Oracle has been identifying children with anomalous neural architecture for as long as she has been operating inside the Matrix. Minds born with the ability to perceive the seams of the simulation, to feel the code underneath the surface of the physical world. She finds them. She brings them to this apartment. She teaches them. She calls them potentials. The Resistance uses the same word and means something hopeful by it. The next generation of freed minds. The future of the human cause. The Oracle uses the same word and means something more precise. She is a machine program with deep knowledge of human psychology and centuries of operational history. Every word she chooses is chosen deliberately. Potential, not liberated, not free, not saved. Potential, something that has not yet become what it is being grown to become. Neo sits down near the boy. The boy looks at him with the calm focus of someone who has done this before, who has watched visitors arrive in this room, sized them up, and decided exactly what they need to hear.
Do not try and bend the spoon. That's impossible.
He opens with a prohibition. He tells Neo what cannot be done before he tells him what can. This is the exact same structure the Oracle uses in every conversation she has across all 3 films. Establish the limit, then dissolve it. The child has been taught to teach, and he has been taught using the Oracle's own method. Neo asks what he should do instead.
Instead, only try to realize the truth.
Neo asks what truth?
There is no spoon.
3 words, and on the surface, it sounds like a Zen riddle, the kind of thing a monk might say to a student who takes reality too literally. But track what the spoon boy is actually delivering underneath the surface. He is teaching Neo the foundational architecture of the Matrix. Every object inside the simulation, every wall, every floor, every bullet, every spoon, has no independent physical existence. It is code. It is a program running inside a system, generating the electrochemical signals that Neo's brain interprets as a solid physical world. The spoon is not a spoon. It is a set of instructions telling Neo's nervous system to experience a spoon. A mind that understands this at a deep enough level does not need to overpower the spoon. It rewrites the instructions. This is engineering education, delivered by a child, in a waiting room. And Neo receives it in 40 seconds without fully understanding what he's been handed.
Then you'll see that it is not the spoon that bends, it is only yourself.
The boy finishes. He goes back to his spoon. Neo is called in to see the Oracle. The lesson sits in the back of his mind, half processed, waiting for the moment it becomes operational. The extended Matrix canon, the Animatrix, the comics, the game Enter the Matrix, builds the picture the films deliberately leave incomplete. Certain human minds are born with neural architecture that interfaces with the Matrix's code differently from the general population. They perceive anomalies in the simulation. They feel the edges of the constructed world in ways other people cannot. They experience glitches, moments where the code shows through the surface as something other than random strangeness. The Oracle identifies these minds. She has a network built across decades of operation, specifically designed to find them before the system deletes them, before they drive themselves mad trying to explain what they're experiencing. Before they become a problem, the machines solve in the standard way. She brings them to this apartment. The Spoon Boy arrived here the same way, identified, collected, trained in a discipline that the Resistance doesn't fully understand and that the machines, in their official architecture, did not authorize the Oracle to develop. He sits in monk's robes because someone put him in monk's robes. He bends spoons because someone taught him to bend spoons. He delivers the lesson to Neo with the precision of a trained instructor because someone rehearsed that lesson with him until the delivery was perfect. That someone is the Oracle, and the architect confirms what her original design actually was.
She stumbled upon a solution whereby nearly 99% of all test subjects accepted the program as long as they were given a choice, even if they were only aware of the choice at a near unconscious level.
The Oracle's foundational skill is the engineering of human psychology. The waiting room is that skill applied to human development. She is not discovering potentials, she is building them. Now watch what happens when Neo needs it. The lobby rescue. Neo and Trinity walking through a building full of trained soldiers. Gunfire everywhere. An agent with a weapon at point-blank range. And Neo, without calculating, without planning, without thinking about physics or probability, raises his hand and stops the bullets in midair. He is not performing a miracle. He is applying the Spoon Boy's lesson. The bullets are code. The laws governing their velocity and trajectory are programs. A mind that perceives the underlying architecture of the simulation can interrupt the program before it executes. Neo doesn't overpower the bullets. He rewrites the instruction telling his body to experience them as lethal. There is no spoon becomes operational combat doctrine in the middle of a firefight. A 40-second lesson from a child in a waiting room becomes the mechanism of Neo's survival, and the first concrete demonstration of what a mind that truly understands the Matrix can do. The Oracle placed that lesson precisely where Neo would receive it, at the precise developmental stage where it would lodge in his subconscious without fully registering, and it activated exactly when she needed it to. The Spoon Boy was the delivery mechanism. The timing was the Oracle's. Here is where the question gets uncomfortable. The Oracle tells Neo in their first meeting,
"Being the one is just like being in love. No one can tell you you're in love, you just know it."
She frames awakening as organic, natural, something that arises from within, that cannot be manufactured or imposed. But the waiting room is the evidence against that framing. The children sitting in that apartment did not arrive at spoon bending through spontaneous self-discovery. They were found, gathered, and trained under the Oracle's direct supervision, inside a program she designed. She is a machine built to study human psychology and engineer human behavior. The waiting room is that engineering applied to the next generation. She is identifying minds with anomalous neural architecture and developing their capability to interface with the Matrix's code at a level that serves her long-term plan. From a purely mechanical perspective, the perspective the architect would use, this is a cultivation program for human minds that can perceive and manipulate the simulation. The Oracle needs humans with this capability because her plan for ending the reset cycle requires them. She needs a one who can do what no previous one could do, and she is growing the conditions for that one and the infrastructure to support him in a waiting room full of children wearing robes. The children are instruments in a plan they did not consent to and do not fully understand. The Oracle chose their purpose before they arrived. In Revolutions, the Oracle has been overwritten by Smith. She sits in her kitchen wearing his face, having accepted this cost as part of the plan. Seraph comes to her. She tells him,
I made a choice, and that choice cost me more than I wanted it to.
a program running a pure exploitation operation does not accept deletion for the benefit of the people it is exploiting. The Oracle chose to absorb this cost because the goal, human freedom, the end of the war, the breaking of the reset cycle, was worth more to her than her own continuity. That is a genuine sacrifice. It is real. And then there is Sati, a child brought to the Oracle by her father, a machine program who loves his daughter and cannot bear the system's demand that she be deleted for lacking a purpose. The Oracle takes Sati in, She protects her across the entire war. She teaches her. And at the very end of Revolutions, when the sky over the Matrix clears for the first time, Sati paints a sunrise.
For now.
A child who learned to paint the sky in a world that should have deleted her. A child whose existence is a gift from the Oracle's care, delivered at the cost of the Oracle's safety. The waiting room produced this too. The cultivation program produced this too. The Oracle tells Neo in Revolutions,
I want the same thing you want, Neo. And I'm willing to go as far as you are to get it.
she wants the end of the war. She wants human freedom. She believes in those goals with everything she is, and she pursues them by engineering the psychology and the choices of every person she has ever spoken to, including the children in her waiting room, including Neo, including Morpheus, including the Spoon Boy, who has no idea that his 40-second lesson to a confused man in a waiting room was the opening move in a plan that spans 6 versions of the Matrix. She loves the children in that apartment. She is also raising them toward a purpose she chose for them before they arrived. These are not contradictions. They are the Oracle's operating reality, care and cultivation running simultaneously, inseparable, aimed at an outcome that required both. The architect built the Matrix to contain human consciousness. The Oracle built a waiting room to develop it. The difference between containment and cultivation is the intention behind the architecture. The Oracle's intention was always freedom. The method was always control. And the children sitting in that room, bending spoons and levitating blocks, are the living proof that she could hold both of those realities in the same hand without dropping either one. The Spoon Boy sits in a waiting room, bending metal with his mind, in monk's robes, waiting for the Oracle's next session. He teaches Neo the lesson that saves his life. He delivers it perfectly, without hesitation, with the precision of someone who has rehearsed this exact exchange. He probably has. The Oracle has probably calibrated that lesson across dozens of iterations, watching which minds receive it and which ones don't, adjusting the delivery until it lands at exactly the right depth in exactly the right kind of consciousness.
There is no spoon.
The Spoon Boy means the spoon is code. He understands that much. What he doesn't understand yet, what none of the children in that room understand yet, is that the path that brought him to this apartment, the robes he is wearing, the lesson he was taught to teach, the purpose he is being grown toward, all of it is code too. The Oracle wrote it. She placed him in that room the same way she placed the vase on the shelf, knowing exactly what would break, knowing exactly who would be watching when it did, knowing exactly what the breaking would produce. She will tell him when it's time, when the lesson he needs is the one she has already prepared. That is the Oracle. That has always been the Oracle. She just makes sure you feel like you figured it out yourself.